All right, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Axis all did this huge run up last night. It was crazy. We're gonna go over that really, really quick because I don't have much time. But I will try to tell you what to expect next with what smart money is going to do with this. So hang tight. All right. So, yesterday, crazy. I was actually at work. If you've watched my last couple of videos, you've been following me on Core, you have been seeing what I've been calling for, and I'll just jump in straight to the charts. But before I do, this is all about smart money. What that means is that means anybody that can, well, not anybody, but the larger institutions that have the ability to push around these charts, right? That is what we study. We don't study your typical retail trader type things. We don't study trend lines or bear flags or bull flags or triangles or crazy indicators or whatnot. We go for the basics because that's what they do. They go for price levels. They go for imbalances in the price, and then they also attack liquidity. That's what they do, right? So if you can get your mind out of this, regular trading. I guess, pattern of retail trading and actually understand how bad these charts are manipulated, the better off you're going to be, right? So that's what I'm trying to reach out to you, because once I realized that, I became I wouldn't say a very successful trader, but man, am I doing a lot better than I was 2 years ago, when I had, sorry IML or IM Markets Live, but you guys did absolutely crap for me. It was Inner Circle Trader that introduced me to a lot of these concepts and got me going to where I need to be, and I've made quite a bit of money over this past week, not gonna lie. So if any of these things excite you, if you want to hear more from me, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, rumble button, splatter button, whatever you're watching this on. Try to get me the people that need to hear this, right? So just clicking those buttons will help me in those dumb algorithms that they have, or share it with your friends that trade too. Okay. So we're going to jump straight into the chart here. All right, this one is Bitcoin. Now, I had 3 entries on Bitcoin. Why did I have 3 entries? Well, if I went to the daily, the first entry I had was the order block, right? So that was your last down candle, your last bearish candle, before the bullish candle comes up and closes above it, right? So that breaks market structure in that area there. It doesn't completely break market structure from my understanding. No, it doesn't. It gets close. Yeah, I mean, it spikes up above it. That's attacking liquidity, but it didn't actually break the structure. So what does that mean? Okay. What that means is now that this has come down and hit this entry, that's what I was expecting it to do, was retrace it didn't, break structure. We hit the first entry, the order block, the second entry, which is the median of the order block. Now, what I mean by the median, I mean the body of the daily candle. You take a Fibonacci and you take the body of the daily candle, cut it in half, 50%. That is the median. Generally, it will end up there. If it doesn't, automatically take off from the first bullish order block. So then it goes to the medians. Now we got the second entry. So now I get down to the 4-hour. There is a 4-hour fair value gap, and lying just underneath that 4-hour fair value gap is another 4-hour fair value gap. That's what this yellow box is here. So I thought the very last entry, what it would do is it could possibly enter into that fair value gap box, right, or that area, because it's still within the bearish order block. Now, the bearish order block is still this last, bearish candle down. Or it could be considered this last bearish candle down. I wouldn't really consider that one it, even though these two did come up close above it. This large one was what really kind of set it apart and created this one daily candle, a bullish order block, I should say. But it did come down, and it did enter into the 4-hour fair value gap. So 1, 2, 3 entrances made, right? Now, I forgot to send. No, I sent these to the computer. Maybe I can get them on here. Now, last night, what it did is I came out for a break from work. And next thing, but before I went for that break, I was, kind of, because of all the entrances that I had, I was kind of teetering around just breaking even. Because the further deeper I went into, the more I added, and the more leverage I added as well. So it was kind of, tinkering around here at the bottom, I want to say. And then all of a sudden, it just shoots up out of nowhere. I go out on a break, I check what's going on, and I'm like, holy crap. I was in the green pretty good. So, and I looked at where we were at, and I could have held on to it, but I decided to close out all my trades, and I only had 3 trades going, and that's the one I was going to discuss. I had Bitcoin, I had Ethereum, and I had Axie Infinity. And I'll tell you why I closed them out. The reason I closed them out is because my target is right here, which is the first bearish daily order block, which is 42,850. It got really close. It got really close, but it didn't get there. And one of the reasons why I didn't think it might not get there just yet, let me go ahead and put on a 4-hour fair value gap box over here. So this is a daily fair value gap box. So from this candle to this candle, there is no wick. So there is your daily fair value gap. What did it do? It came up and just entered it barely entered that daily fair value gap. Oops, I moved something here. I didn't mean to. So what it did is it ran right through the daily fair value gap. This is one that had dropped. It ran right through that all the way up until the next one, and then it started dropping. Which is interesting because all this, this is still today's, candle, which is crazy that it started way down here at 6 p.m. somewhere around there, and then Central Standard Time, and then just shot up. Like I said, I went to work, and I came back from break, and we were way up here. It was insane. I expected it to get this high, but I didn't expect it to get the high that quick. So, therefore, what I think is going to happen is that since we did enter the daily fair value gap, is we're going to see a retracement again. And a lot of people are thinking that this is bullish, very, very bullish. It is, don't get me wrong. But that's what smart money wants you to think. Bullish, bullish, bullish. They want you to go in on this. They want you to throw all your money on this. That way you don't miss out. You get the FOMO. Instead, what I think is going to happen is I think we're going to come back down to either we have two bearish daily candles here. We could come down to either one of those, and even lower. We could probably actually get down into this 4-hour fair value gap. That's one thing I'm thinking is possibly going to happen. Why? Because we do have sell-side liquidity here, we have sell-side liquidity here, and here. There's just quite a bit of sell-side liquidity all around in this range. So, therefore, I think it'll probably end up hitting, consequential encroachment, which is halfway through the 4-hour fair value gap. Right, so if I were to draw the fib there, you see this red line here. That is your consequential encroachment. So I'm going to do a horizontal ray, take the magnet off. Boom, there it is. So that's around 36,735. That's where I think it is possibly going to go. Now, it's going to have some trouble getting down there. It's probably going to take a while to get down there. Why? Because everybody's thinking it's bullish. Everybody's buying into this right now. And it's going to make people still think it's bullish. So it's going to kind of do a little dance on the way down, basically. And then it's going to fall below these lows, and that's when people are going to panic. And people are going to panic and start selling. And then it's going to hit consequential encroachment, which is halfway through the 4-hour fair value gap. So let's go to the 4-hour here. Right here it is. Here's the 4-hour fair value gap. So we go halfway through that. Still into the the bullish order block, and then boom, it turns around and takes off. So that's where I think the new entrance is going to be. Now I said currently it was going to end up around 42,850, I think. I still think it's going to get to 42,850 because that is the bearish order block once we get up into that area. But for now, I think this thing is going to try to scare people, and it's going to drop. And it's going to drop all the way down to about 36,735, I think is what I said. So I want to get rid of this little line here because I don't think it's going to drop back down to this point. I think it's going to drop down even further. And then we should see some bullish motion after that. And I'm only saying that because of the huge, how large that fair value gap it left last night. Even on the 4-hour, we haven't had the daily yet, but just look at this. That is a massive fair value gap. So that is an imbalance in the chart that smart money wants to fill. So it's going to want to fill that for sure. And then when we get down to here into the consolidation, it's not going to want to hang around there. What I think it's going to want to do is shoot down below all that consolidation. Why? Because there's liquidity rusting underneath this in the form of sell stops, in the form of buy limits. So it can take out anybody who's possibly thinking that this is a support zone, right? So that's what I think is going to happen to Bitcoin. So be careful, watch out for that. If not, hey, I'm a liar, whatever. But I think this is a very good possibility. Ethereum. Now, here is my Ethereum chart where I said it would dip into, and where I said it was going to be going. And I'm not too far off. I actually had a good entrance. First, we had the bearish breaker here. It dropped down into the entrance, which started right here. I mean, it dipped right into it. That entrance, the reason I called that was because it was a bullish order block on the 1 hour. More like an action block. So you can see this red candle over here, just above the yellow box. Oops, a little too far past it. There it is. So there's this red candle right here. The very top of that, well, there's a green candle just right next to it, and then the tip of that, as it drops, that is smart money, forcing it down, trying to get people to chase it, right? That way, whenever they do chase it, they can turn around and take it the other way. They're still holding sells this entire time. So that's why I thought it would come back to this spot to where they initially pushed it down to get people to chase it, and they did, and then boom, they took it the other way, still holding sells. They get to the point where they're still holding sells, they release them and buy, and boom, now you get some profit off of this boom, but you also create equal highs, right? So you see these equal highs right here. Let me get off the magnet. Yep, you see these equals highs right there. So that is liquidity in itself, because everybody thinks that this area is going to be resistance, basically. So what happens to price? It drops off. It gets to I think in the 4 hour, it's I think it's about, it doesn't really do anything. There's a small little fair value gap just below that, but it didn't enter that. But it did close in the 4 hour fair value gap right here, this yellow box that I have outlined. It did fill that, right? So that was the imbalance that it wanted to fill. It did so. It bounced back out. Right, as it's going up, you can see it's getting closer to this resistance zone, and as it does so, you can see this green candle pulls up to it, and then pulls back down, getting people to chase it, and then what does it do? Boom! Goes off, breaks this high, breaks these highs. So it broke some market structure. It didn't break a huge bit of market structure, but it broke enough market structure to be bullish, to still be on the bullish side. So what do we do from here? We wait. First things first, we gotta wait for it. Now, Ethereum could act a little bit different than Bitcoin. All right. In this case, what we could see is we could see it completely fill this fair value gap here on this 4 hour. You can see it's already dipped into it, and you can see it come all the way down and fill all of it. And the reason I would think it might fill all of it is because this candle here, it's your last bearish candle before the bullish candle overtakes it and closes above it, which would cause it to be a bullish order block, right? but there's not much volume in there, so I don't like that. I don't like there's not a lot of volume in there. So that tells me that we could be looking at something different. What I'm thinking, let me try to get rid of some of these fibs on here, so that way we can place a new one. There we go. All right. So I'm going to look at it from the bottom of this, completely the bottom, and go all the way up, and then look at it this way. So now we're looking at smart money buys beginning at 25.70 and below. You do have these 3-4 hour candles that are almost equal lows before it drops off again. What I want to do now is get into the 1 hour. Why? Because of these candles, these red candles here. I want to look at this last 1 hour candle. This is probably going to give us the biggest hint of what's going to happen. So you see it, price came up, broke above that, this candle here. It had a fair value gap, filled it up. Bounced back to about halfway of this 1 hour candle. So that's, again, those halfway points. It got about halfway to it, and then moved up, pulled back, moved up, pulled back, and then boom, it took off again. So now everybody's thinking it's bullish. I want to jump in, wait for the pullback, wait for the pullback. And I think what we're going to see is probably this same entrance zone. It may get even below this entrance zone. Why? Because of this fair value gap that it created that it did not fill. And it's a tiny one. Yes, it's a tiny 4 hour fair value gap. But it'll get below two different sets of liquidity. It'll get below this one, and it'll get below this one. All right, so these two gold dashed lines, that's where your liquidity is going to be. So I have a feeling, even though this is looking really bullish, if you look at it from this perspective, instead of just this one run right here, it could still come all the way down to here, to one of these old bullish order blocks down in here where this consolidation area is, and hit one of those, and then turn around and go back the other way. So that's what I'm waiting for in Ethereum, and I think you should too, right? So just be wary of that. Last one, Axie, and I got here. I'm already running late for work. Now, Axie, again, same thing. Boom, took off, and then we had a bearish order block. That's where I took the profit. Now, again, same thing, waiting for it to fall back. Now, this is falling back farther than the others, to be honest. Now, what I see in this one is I do see equal lows. I see a, I think there's a fair value gap where this yellow line is. I don't know why I'm on the 5-minute right now. There we go. That looks a lot better. See, there is, this is a bullish order block. So this is a bullish order block right here, more like an action block. So it came close to that. It didn't touch it before it came up and took off. So I have a feeling it's going to come down. It's going to come into that because it's also going to break that liquidity by getting below that. Now, it could get all the way to the bottom. That's it. Take off. We don't know. And it could hang around here for a minute doing some kind of, consolidation before it does the distribution. Or it could come down to this very last hourly order block, and that's what I have marked right here, which is around $43.06. Right, so it could come to either one of those spots. That's just what I'm looking at, what I have been observing today. Um, these are your two entrances, right? And actually, I would go as far as probably putting this one a little bit higher than halfway of this fair value gap. So this entrance somewhere around 45.15. Second entrance somewhere around 43.07. Right. That's what we're looking at on Axis. Entrances on Ethereum, I'll go over that really quick because I don't think I really said the numbers. Somewhere around 24.25, 24.30. And then Bitcoin again, I think we're looking at the entrance somewhere around 37,000, 36,000, 35, something like that. I forgot what it was, but somewhere around in that area. Okay, guys. That's all I got for you guys today. I hope this made sense. I hope you were able to, digest all of this. I love you all, and remember to always wear your pants.